Trey, how do you just kind of put into perspective this road trip? Obviously going 3-2, some good games in the front, but losing this last one.
Definitely was proud of the first few games that we played in that road trip. Definitely some tough games, and we showed ourselves. And then, ending the road trip, didn't finish the way we wanted to, but overall, good road trip, 3-2. You can't get mad at that. Playing in a tough Western Conference.
When you talk about we're at the midway point of the season, and for both guys, but for you first, Trey, what's the thing that you feel like this team has grown in the most, even from game 1 to game 41?
Sense of urgency, I think, has been a big part of what's grown in our team. Beginning of the year, there were a lot of games where we just didn't come out with enough fight, and we picked it up, and I feel like that's what our team is really starting to get back to right now, and it helps when we got guys coming off the bench that are able to really put the ball in the basket. I was talking about you.
Thank you.
Yep.
I think like you said, we have a really deep team. We legit have 12, 13 guys that can play anywhere. So I think our depth is one of our strength of our teams, and we gotta continue using it and continue performing when we come off the bench. Starters gives a good lift, but the bench is just really what makes a difference. So.
Going off of that, like you said, halfway through, what are some things that you need to see improve maybe to make a push and not, see yourself in the play-in again, but around in the playoffs?
I think just the little things, like the other game. I think it just came down to rebounding, defensive rebounding for us, just rebounding, execution, late game scenarios.
Yeah, talked about those clutch games, late game scenarios. Coach Green talked about y'all practicing them. How much does that help when you go through these scenarios in practice that maybe could pay off in game scenarios?
No, it definitely helps a lot. We're a young team, so we're a little foreign to experience in some of these cases. So we're going through it in practice. Obviously not the same amount of pressure or intensity, but we've seen it before, and it definitely helps when we get in those end-of-game scenarios.
Charlotte coming into town next. LaMelo, they just got him back. What's the biggest thing that you have to kind of keep for when guarding him and defending him?
Just understand he's a dynamic player, and we got a lot of bodies that we can send at him. This team is really good defensively, and we have a lot of different ways to guard people. So I know that we're just gonna throw a lot of different looks at him, not give him the same look, every time.
Trey, you said you and Jordan are a top shooting duo. After his 34-point game, are you moving up the rankings?
I moved it up after the Golden State game, in my opinion. I really think that me and Jordan can shoot anybody in the league, and I'm not putting a limit or a cap on who I'm talking about.